Hello everyone, it's teacher Kristen and we are going to make pizza dough today. So I'm going to show you my water. Here is my 1 1/4 cup of hot water. We're going to put some honey into our hot water, and that will help our yeast grow because the yeast are alive and they need something to eat. So we're going to stir it up. It's all the way in the bottom. All right, now I'm going to measure 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. We have 2 teaspoons of yeast in our water, and it's floating on top. And now it's going to eat all of the sugar in the bottom, and it's going to get really bubbly. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, and this is how our yeast looks now. Can you see it's all bubbly and foamy? The yeast are eating up all of the sugar. Now we're going to take that back over here, and I put 1 cup of flour in here, and now I'm going to pour my 2nd cup of flour in. So we have 2 cups of flour in our bowl. Next, we need 1 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to get my salt, and I'm going to measure 1 teaspoon into the bowl. The next thing that we need is oil. So I'm going to measure out my oil. We need 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of oil. All right, now it's time to pour our yeast into the flour. We're going to pour it all right on top. And now we get to stir our mixture together. So I'm going to take my spoon and mix it all up. Mix, mix, mix. Can you see what it's doing inside? All right, it looks like it needs a little bit more flour, so I'm going to get a little more flour out of my container. I've got some more flour. I'm going to pour it into my bowl just a little at a time. Keep mixing. Oh, need a little bit more. Look, now our dough is starting to form. You can see it's all mixed together. I'm going to mix for just another minute. And then we get to take it out and knead it. All right, I think it's ready. So the next thing we get to do is we're going to pour a little bit of flour on the counter so that the dough doesn't stick. We're going to put some on our hands. See, so my hands have white flour on them. And then I get to take my dough out, pop it on the counter, and we're going to knead it. And that just means you get to mush it just like with Play-Doh over and over again until it's not sticky anymore. to do this for a while. I'm going to keep kneading. I'll show you what it's like after it's done. All right, we finished kneading our dough. This is what it looks like. Look, it's so much less sticky now. I can touch it with my hands and it doesn't get on them. And when I poke it, look, it comes right back up. All right, now we have to let the yeast grow. Just like when they got foamy, when they were in our water, now they're going to make our dough get so much bigger. So we're gonna put it back in a bowl. We've got our bowl. We're gonna put some more oil in so that it doesn't stick. And then we're gonna put our dough inside. Make sure it gets some oil all over it. All right, and then we're gonna cover it up and it's going to sit somewhere warm until it gets so much bigger. I'll show you what it looks like in just a little bit. It takes a while, about an hour, okay? Hello everyone, our bread, our dough is done rising, our pizza dough. Look, you can see how much more is in the bowl now. So the last thing we have to do is take the top wrapper off. Oh, there's our dough. You can see. There it is, and then we get to push our hand into it. Look, it deflates. Then we'll split it in two, and it'll be ready to make. All right, friends. Look what we have. We have our pizza dough. And today, we are going to make cheese sticks with our pizza dough. So the first thing we have to do is go back to the spot on our counter where we have all of the flour, and we have to roll out our dough and make it into a thin shape. Let's see. Turn it over, make sure we have flour. I'm going to get my rolling pin. All right, I've got my rolling pin. I'm going to roll out my dough. Roll out of the way a little. Oh, that was the oven telling us it's nice and warm to put our dough in. All right, now my dough is in a circle on the counter, and I'm going to add some oil. We're just going to drizzle it on top. And I've got some garlic. I'm going to add my garlic to the top and spread it around. All right, and now the best part. We're going to add cheese. So I have mozzarella cheese. We'll put on first. You just get to sprinkle it all over the top. A little bit more. Make sure it's all over. Then I have some cheddar cheese. We're going to put some cheddar cheese. Just sprinkle it all over. It's nice and covered. Maybe we need just a little bit more. I like a lot of cheese. All right, now it's ready to go in the oven. And can you see our cheesy bread in the oven? It's starting to bubble up and the cheese is melting. All right, friends, I'm going to take our cheese bread out of the oven. I'll be right back. There is our cheese bread. Oh, it looks so yummy. And the last thing that we do is We have a little bit of honey and we drizzle it on top. And it is so yummy. And then we get to cut it up and eat it. I am eating my cheese bread with some chili tonight. All right, there it is. It's all done. You can see it's so melty and it got nice and cooked. I hope you try it. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Bye, friends.